Hello everybody, welcome to Padhai Se Dosti YouTube channel. In today's video session, we are going to discuss about the disaster management and its basic terminologies. This is the very first session of our course. In previous video, we have already discussed about the overview of our course. So let's start the first session of our course. So here is the content of our course, that is the disaster management. In today's course, we are going to discuss the overview and some definitions about disaster. Okay, so here is the targeted audience. As I have already told you, this video series is important for each individual who want to survive with dignity and prosperity, because disaster hampers each and every individual. Okay, their intensity might be high or low, but disasters are likely to hamper any individual. That's why it is a responsibility of each and every individual who want to survive with dignity and prosperity, that he should aware himself about disaster management. Okay, apart from that, this course is useful for UPSC MPSC students, the geography students who are studying in school, higher secondary school, okay, in graduation or post graduation level. After that, the working people who are living or working in vulnerable localities. Okay, though this course is useful for them also, it is also useful for the people who want to join the disaster management workforce. Okay, so it is a basic guide for them. Each loyal citizen of country who respect his own fundamental duty and fundamental rights. Okay, this course is definitely for him. So guys, let's start our first session. So in this session, we are going to discuss some terminologies related to disaster management. If we want to understand how to manage disaster properly, it is a very mandatory condition that we should know the terminologies or the different concept of disaster and the things related to that disaster. So the very first concept over here is hazard. So have you heard this term hazard? It is nothing but the any change that adversely affect the human being. Okay, तो ऐसा कोई भी चेंज हमारे लाइफ में अगर होता है जो कि हमारे लाइफ को एडवर्सली अफेक्ट करता है, उसे हजार्ड बोलते हैं. सपोज देयर इज अ होल इन अ बोट through which you are sailing in a river, so that is a hazard. Okay, but if that hazard get converted into big hole or big crack, then boat will sink into the water, then it is disaster. So I hope you understood the concept of hazard. It is any change that adversely affect the human, according to UNDRR. So what is this UNDRR? It is a United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction. So according to them, the definition of hazard is characterized by location, intensity or magnitude, frequency and probability. Okay, so hazard is depend on the different things like location, intensity or magnitude of any occurrence of any event. Okay, the frequency and probability of that event occur during that particular location and situation. Okay, so all these things, they are characterized by this hazard. Okay, the natural hazard are the element of circumstances in the nature that have the potential to cause harm to people, property or the both. Okay, so there are different type of hazard like natural hazard, some are man-made hazard. So what is a natural hazard? Suppose because of any natural element or the natural circumstances, if there is a condition which have a potential to cause harm to people, property or the both, then it is known as natural hazard. Okay, the natural hazard become natural disaster when people's life and livelihood is destroyed. Okay, suppose there is a low pressure belt in any ocean. Suppose there is a low pressure belt in Bay of Bengal region. Okay, that is hazard for us. But when that low pressure belt get converted into cyclone, and when that cyclone landfalls on the coastal area of our country, then it becomes a natural disaster. So remember this thing, hazard become natural disaster when it when people's life and livelihood get destroyed, and because of the cyclonic storm there is a loss of property and lives, so it will become hazard. As compared to natural hazard, natural disaster are relatively sudden. Obviously, hazard, we can predict the hazard, but we cannot predict the disaster. It can happen at any moment. Okay, and the cause large scale widespread death, loss of property and disturbance to a social system and life over which people have little or no control. Okay, on hazard we have some control, we can eliminate or minimize the hazard, but we cannot eliminate the disaster. We can reduce the intensity of disaster. So remember these two words, hazard and disaster. Okay, Thus, any event can be classed as a disaster if the magnitude of destruction and damage caused by it is very high. So, remember the hazard and disaster. Let's see what is a disaster exactly. We have already seen if that hazard gets beyond the control of human being, or it suddenly happens, if it promotes sudden event which is devastating the life and property, then it becomes a disaster. So let's see what is disaster exactly. Disaster is a serious disruption occurring over a short or a long period. Remember these keywords of the time that causes widespread human, material, economic, environmental loss which exceeds the ability of the affected community or society to cope using its own resources. Okay, so if there is a condition or situation which is beyond the ability of common man or the society or community to cope up with that situation, then it is known as disaster. Okay, it may be a short term disaster, long term disaster, earthquake, short term disaster. Okay, pandemic like this coronavirus, it is a long period disaster. Okay, so if that particular event is beyond the ability of that community to cope up by using its own resources, then it is termed as disaster. According to Disaster Management Act 2005, definition of disaster is as follow. Disaster means a catastrophe, mishap, calamity or grave occurrence in any area arising from natural or man-made causes or by accident or negligence which results in substantial loss of life or human suffering or damage to and destruction of property or damage to or destruction of environment, and is of such a nature or magnitude as to beyond the coping capacity of community of that affected area. Okay, so we have discussed the basic thing, two basic concept, hazard and disaster over here. Let's have a difference between disaster and hazard. So hazard, it is a dangerous situation that poses a threat to human life. Okay, but disaster is an event that completely causes damage to human life and property. Remember, this has a potential to cause damage, but this is a actual damage. Hazard has a less critical consequences, but disaster has more critical consequences and more catastrophic. Okay, what do you mean by this catastrophic? It is a more dangerous, more destroying in nature. Okay, hazard takes its full shape after a series of events which might have led to happen. Okay, so hazard, it grows gradually. Suppose I have given you the example of that boat. Suppose that boat have a hole. If it is a very minute hole, then it is a negligible. Okay, but when it grows, then what it trying to become a hazard. Okay, so and if it goes beyond the limit of human, then it will become disaster. Okay, in case of disaster, it often happens in a short time causing a more severe effect. Okay, so remember the difference between disaster and hazard. Okay, let's move ahead. Vulnerability. So what is a vulnerability? It refers to the inability of a system or any unit to withstand the effect of hostile environment. Okay, if there is a hostility in environment, if there is a threat in environment, then how particular unit or system or particular community, okay, how they have ability or inability to tackle that, that is a vulnerability. Okay, a window of vulnerability is a time frame within which defensive measures are diminished, compromised or lacking. So this window of vulnerability can be explained by the example of BSF. Have you heard about this border security force? Suppose there is an attack of terrorists from outside the country. Okay, means from POK to India. Okay, suppose there is such an attack, then BSF is the very first barrier to them. Okay, it acts as a window of vulnerability, or it gives time to our army or the reserve forces to attack on that, on this terrorist. Okay, so they give the time frame, so that is nothing but the window of vulnerability, within how much time that particular unit get affected because of any event. That is a window of vulnerability. Then vulnerability describe the characteristics and circumstances of community, system or asset that make it susceptible to the damaging effect of hazard. Okay, remember this thing. It describes the characteristics and circumstances of community, system or asset which are susceptible to the damaging effect of hazard. Remember, this is nothing but the vulnerability. There are many aspects of vulnerability arising from different factors like physical, social, economic, and environmental. Okay, so how to decide the vulnerability, or how to determine that particular person or the people, group of people, they are vulnerable to any particular hazard or any disaster. Okay, so you have to ask two questions to yourself: to what threat or hazard are they vulnerable? Okay, suppose there is a town near the bank of any big river. Okay, so you have to answer this question: to what threat or hazard they are vulnerable. Suppose there is a water level which is above the certain limit, suppose above 1 meter, 2 meter. Okay, then these people are vulnerable. But the water level, if it is below the 1 meter or 2 meter, then it is not so much vulnerable to that particular disaster. Okay, so you have to decide to what threat or hazard they are vulnerable, what makes them vulnerable to the threat or hazard. Okay, so let's have some example of potential vulnerable groups. So there are many people in our society who are vulnerable to different disasters depending on their location, their situation, their livelihood. Okay, their life standard and all these things. Okay, so displaced people, they are the most vulnerable, who leave their habitual residence in collectives, usually due to sudden impact of disasters such as earthquake, flood, or any threat or conflict going on in that particular area, as coping mechanism and with the intent to return. Okay, so you might have seen many people who are displaced because of any natural disaster like earthquake, flood, or the man-made conflict, like any riots over there between two community, or the terrorist activity or Naxal Bari activity over there. Okay, so all these things displace the people and they will become vulnerable to different disaster. Then migrants who live or flee their habitual residence to grow to new places, usually abroad, to seek a better and safer perspective. So in abroad they don't have all the civilian and political right of that particular nation, so they are most vulnerable. Okay, then returnees, former migrants or displaced people returning to their homes. In COVID-19 period, we are observing the problems of these returnees and their vulnerability towards the biological disaster like this COVID-19. Okay, specific group within the local population, such as marginalized people, excluded people, or destitute people. After that, young children, pregnant and nursing women, unaccompanied children, then widows, elderly people without family support. Okay, then disabled person, all these people or all this group, they are the vulnerable to different disaster. Okay, that disaster might be natural, might be man-made, or the combination of both. Okay, so guys, we have discussed the basic terminology, three major terminology, that is, first one is the hazard, the second one is the disaster, then we have discussed the difference between the two terms, then we discuss vulnerability. Okay, example of vulnerability. Now let us discuss the relationship between the disaster, hazard, and vulnerability, how they are interconnected, how they affect each other. Okay, so the intensity of disaster is depend on the hazard, vulnerability, and the preparedness of that particular society towards that disaster. Okay, so these three terms are very important. We are going to discuss preparedness in depth, but just remember, preparedness is nothing but the actual work done to reduce the intensity of that particular disaster. That is nothing but the preparedness. Okay, so remember this thing. So disaster is equal to hazard multiplied by vulnerability divided by preparedness. So from this equation you can easily conclude that disaster is directly proportional to the hazard. So if hazard increases, then intensity of disaster increases. If vulnerability increases, then again intensity of disaster increases. But if preparedness increases, then intensity of disaster decreases. That's why disaster is inversely proportional to preparedness. That's why many experts, they are suggesting that preparedness to preparedness to the disaster is always better to cure from that disaster. Okay, to find the curative solution to that disaster. Okay guys, so this is the basic relationship between the disaster, hazard, and vulnerability. I hope guys you enjoyed this session, you have understood all these terminologies. If you have any doubt, do comment, do like this session, share with your friend, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel so you will get the notification of upcoming video sessions. Okay Guys, we have Telegram group also. You will find the link for that group in description box. Also Facebook group, you will find the link again in same description box. Okay, so share this session with your friend, so they will get aware about the different disaster, because nowadays we are facing different disaster at a time. Okay, we are facing COVID-19 also, we are facing cyclones also. In some part of country we are facing some flood like situation. In another part we are facing the attack by these grasshoppers on the crops. Okay, so we are facing different disaster. Also the man-made disaster because of negligence, like that LG polymer gas leak. Okay, there are many road accident. So we are facing different disasters. So the awareness about this disaster, their intensity, their occurrence, their vulnerability, their hazard is very important. I will stop over here. We will meet again in our next session. Till then, take care and have a nice day.